So, may I turn to another very important country in Asia, Indonesia. We all know that the Indonesian economy, Indonesian energy sector is critical not only for Indonesia, but also ASEAN region and for the rest of the world. And with the 300 million people population, almost 300 people population, decisions that will be taken in Jakarta will be very important for all of us. So may I turn to now Indonesian Minister Arifin Tasrif. Thank you very much for attending our meeting, Mr. Minister. Looking forward to hear your views.
Thank you, Dr. Biro. Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, good afternoon from Jakarta, Indonesia. It is 6 o'clock afternoon. This summit, IEA summit, indeed is timely as the world economy is now facing challenging time with the COVID-19 outbreak, which is undoubtedly affected every corner of the globe and hinder sustainable development and clean energy transition. One of the many impacts of the outbreak in the energy sector reflected in the significant decrease on the global energy consumption due to the implementation of lockdown and isolation policy. In Indonesia, the energy demand for business and industry still struggling to reach its normal condition. Our oil fuel consumption dropped to 17.6% compared to the same period last year. However, on the bright side, the lockdown policy has also brought a positive impact to the significant reduction of the CO2 emission in Indonesia. For once, people in the city like Jakarta can finally enjoy the clean air and clear blue sky. Therefore, during this challenging time, energy production should be adjusted accordingly to create a new balance and to enhance the clean energy transitions process. Fulfilling the demand of energy, Indonesia has set a target of 23% renewable energy in the energy mix in 2025. This policy, with Indonesia's commitment to reduce emission up to 29% in 2030, is a clear path to a cleaner energy system. To achieve the target and encourage renewable energy investment, the government of Indonesia is currently preparing presidential regulation regarding the feed-in tariff. We are also prioritizing to use potential renewable energy to provide energy supply to our people in the remote area and outer area, which is also targeting to replace all diesel power plants within the next 3 years. We are seeking a breakthrough in reducing emissions from our coal power plants. We promote the use of biomass co-firing with coal to reduce emissions and increase the role of renewable energy. We also have a plan to terminate our aged coal-fired power plant and implementing clean coal technology. Bioenergy is highly crucial in Indonesia's clean energy transition process. Recently, we are preparing such a project like waste to energy, where we will develop in 14 cities, integrating waste management and electricity generation. Also, we promote biomass as an alternative to fossil fuels for power plants and industries. In transportation, we are currently developing biofuel to gradually reduce our fossil fuel consumption by introducing biodiesel and establishing green refineries to maximize our palm oil potentials. Indonesia has the world's third largest expanse of tropical forests, and we have set a bold target to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, mainly from the forest and land use sectors. We are working hand in hand with our partners in the REDD+ program to reach these targets, one of which is through partnership with the Kingdom of Norway in verified performance model of carbon pricing, which has been proven to reduce equivalent to 11.2 million tons of CO2. To expedite the transition, Indonesia has been implementing also a digitalization in the energy system. It is potentially improve energy efficiency in all aspects, starting from the generation to energy utilization. In the demand side, our program of energy efficiency focusing on the implementation of energy management standards and labels for equipment and behavioral changes through awareness raising. Investment in equipment and systems will be needed in order to achieve better energy efficiency. Therefore, affordable financing to support this paradigm shift is then required. Indonesia highly appreciates the long-standing cooperation with the IEA in supporting our energy transition, especially in the current challenging situation. Moving forward, it is increasingly important to join forces and strengthen partnerships among countries and international organizations together in overcoming the impact of COVID-19, recovering the global economy, and subsequently speeding up the clean energy transition. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Once again, a country like Indonesia with almost 300 million people and very strong economic fundamentals, the decisions, policy decisions, investment decisions are extremely critical. And we are very happy, as you mentioned, Mr. Minister, working together in the context of our clean energy transitions program on renewable energy. And one question to you, Mr. Minister, how do you see the renewable energy investment perspectives in Indonesia? Because we know that you have huge potential on almost all renewable resources, and there is a lot of interest there for both domestic and international companies. But from your perspective, Mr. Minister, how do you see the renewable energy investment perspective in Indonesia briefly, especially the way that you and the IEA working together, trying to make it even more attractive for the investors? But I would like to hear your views, Mr. Minister.
Thank you, Dr. Biro. Indonesia, as you recognize, we have quite huge resources of the renewables. We have geothermal here. We have also solar energy source. We have a bio energy resources, where we can produce biomass, biofuels. And then recently, as to achieve our target in 2025, that we are preparing right now the presidential regulation, which will be issued within the next couple months, which will issue the new tariff, which we believe it will attract investment to come to Indonesia, because in order to change from the fossil energy to the renewables, it needs a lot of capitals. So that's why we hope that this new tariff will attract investors to come. And also we are going to simplify the administration process here.
Thank you very much.
We will introduce new tariff for renewable energy.
Yes.
So we hope we can create better business and then more partnership with foreign investors in Indonesia.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. And we are very keen to make it even more attractive for the investors, but most importantly, for the Indonesian people to breathe better air, better quality air, and boosting the growth. And we are very happy to work with the Indonesian government under the umbrella of the presidential decree in terms of the renewable energy investment framework. Thank you very much.